Now we're going to learn about Flow Layout Manager. What is that Flow Layout Manager? Okay, so now let's see. Okay, it's of course it's also Layout Manager, so it's going to use to in order to arrange the items within it, also determine the size of the items within it. So the Flow Layout Manager is very similar to this one by default. You know, by default, if you place in any component, let's say a letter, is you can imagine like Word documents, and that one is it's going to be central arrangement. Whenever you put the first letter, it's gonna be placed at the center, and you place it in under the letter, it's gonna be placed on the left side of it. Okay, if you put, and it's gonna keep going, keep flowing this way, and when it's reached more than a line, it's gonna automatically break down to another line this way. Okay, okay, it's gonna automatically break down to another line. Okay, so let's say if you make the size smaller, it won't bring to multiple lines. See this one. So it's gonna keep flowing from left to right. Okay, keep flowing from left to right. Okay, but it's gonna by default arrange in the center first. Okay, it will have one line or multiple lines depending on the size of the windows. Okay, this one is what it is for flow layout. So I want to just show you how to use this kind of thing using designer. How to show you how to use code. So this one is new Java application. Then this one is flow layout demo. Okay, finish. So we're gonna delete this one. Okay. Then right click on this one, use a frame form, copy this one, paste it here, then click on finish. Okay, and you can let's say place several of the button on this one. Okay, this one is a free design layout, not the flow layout. If you put it this one, you see, or you can bring it to anywhere. Okay, but then if you would like, this one is a container. If you would like this container to change the border, to change the layout, let's say you're going to right click on this one, you're gonna set the layout. Right now it is free design, but if you change it into, let's say we have many kinds of layout. Okay, absolute layout, border layout, box layout, cut layout, flow layout, so on so on. But then right now, if you choose the flow layout, okay, you observe what's going on. You see, automatically your components are placed at the center, okay, and from left to right. Okay, if you add more components, you see, you cannot place it anywhere. It's gonna just need to go on the right of the this button. Okay, so if you say you don't want so, okay, you want it to like freely place it anywhere, then uh, don't use this layout. Okay, you use the flow layout because you need the property of the flow layout. So it's gonna flow from left to right at the center first, and if you have more than one row, it's gonna break into another row. Okay, that one is a property of it. It provides you those characteristics and those properties. And if you want to use it, if you don't want to use, choose another layout or use free design. Okay, so if you run this one now by pressing Shift F6, because this one is flow layout. Then if you make it larger, by default it's gonna stay in the center from left to right. And if you make it smaller, it's gonna break down to another line. You see, it's gonna break down to another line. Okay, that one is a property of flow layout. It's gonna flow left to right. Okay, and it may break down to multiple lines if needed. Okay, if needed. Then next property is that, you know, in order to view that layout, it's layout. This one you're going to click on navigator. If you don't see the navigator, you can click on Tools, Windows. Okay, you're going to have the navigator over here. Okay, this one's a navigator, and you have your JFrame here, and this one is a flow layout. Okay, this one is a flow layout of your JFrame, and then this flow layout you will see. If you look at properties of that flow layout, you're gonna have several things. Align on baseline, the baseline of the flow layout. Okay, align on baseline, or you're gonna have the alignment. By default, it is center. Okay, you're gonna have left alignment, so by default it's gonna go on left. Okay, right is gonna be right, leading and trailing as well. You want to check. Let's say I'm gonna put it on right. Okay, and we're going to run this one, view this one. So if you move this one, see, it's aligned on the right, not on center. Okay, it's aligned on the right, not on the center. Okay. Similarly, you can click on navigator, flow layout, and you can change other properties, let's say horizontal gaps between horizontally, okay, and vertical gaps. So we're going to, let's say, select several of the item. You see there is a horizontal gaps over here, okay, and this gap is now 5 pixels. Okay, this gap is 5 pixels. The yellow line is the real border of the button, not this line. Okay, not this border. This is graphical border, but the real line, the yellow line here is the real border of the button. Only this small thing is a gap, 5 pixel. Okay, if you change navigator, click on layout, change that one into let's say 10 pixel. See, oh, this one vertical. Sorry, if you change this one back to sorry, and this one, if you change it to 10 pixel, you see the space between the button will increase. Okay, the spaces between the buttons will increase. Okay, you can work on those, and try. Okay, let's say if you run this one, see the space is now increased. Okay, the space is now increased. Okay? If you change to, let's say, properties, if you change the gap into 0, okay, you see that there is still the space over here, and as I already explained, this is the graphical border of the button, but the real border of the button is here. If you select it, you see now the space is 0. Okay, the space is now 0. Horizontal space is 0. That one is about flow layout. Okay? We will learn about the other layouts as well.